OKFM 101.7.
Lawyer Godwin Edu Tamakloe, Edma, former President Mahama, or a private legal practitioner. Memoachi, and obey.
Back when I'm a prime so.
Oh, dear.
I mean, at the moment, I was sorry.
Boko Pa.
They fear down.
If you had
my budget for weekend. Now, back I'm going to say, it's not in a year. Yeah, I didn't know you're there.
I didn't pa a yendi set, Minam Yabushia Penny, Dr. Julius. Now, what is that olden times? No, na mene Yura, Julius Zebra. Sunday be a near Kuma Ponche. Every Sunday. Yeah, to suffer. I don't for Udia Sabrina, a Mago, Eco School. No,
wow.
Aye. But why you nipa papa?
I saw on young for some modular Debra here. In Shire Becano, as a Dania Beda, near Yadiam or Shadiam Ponyanko Pon, so man and Quatintin.
Amen.
Man, Rebecca.
And one you become where you nipa, where you nipa. Ah, where you nipa.
Yeah, Rakwame Debiam account. Obi Pia, which me a BB. Na all kinds of we employ Kwejo, we employ Ama. So Nipano, ye na ye ko ekuto dwen so a ni abom pae. E dia seda ni kabia, e dia manyankopon. Ni asen kwatintian bom. Onum nyanfo kwame despite. Onum nyanfo senefeno.
Misofori sapon.
Misofori sapon. The Prez Mahama no mo Look, Obi Ozi, Sebi, as some opportunities here, about 1,000 people will go home.
Hey, 1,000 a walker.
Actually, I make conservative cry. About 1,000 people will go home.
Will go home.
They will go home. Sisi and the best have than the burden onto our buying. I've been a bank where you share a Jumadiamas uncle for me. You know, my money nano. You call you go to Jesua. Your mom pay ma or Shadiam Ponyanko Ponce. Or my uncle way and Quatintin and Quada. Now, Omunkoso and feed as many mouths as is possible. Your mama and yet easy, sir. And then. Unimna or employer Kashiko fear. Challenges I bet true fear. You have no idea. Because almost everything is going up.
Bibia. Me kai say unyan for Julius Debrana. Me ni me ami nua fifi boafo. Then times ye din komo saa na honorable Julius Debra ho asem ebe fam. Na yetse ayese akonya bi so o se e bondi ana maso ni wasori efi akonya no so wo kina ho nam sina
and the other thing is obonu
why na here mama cousin John na me yusu ka bi na ka na nye na bitibi de ko ni fie na ni fie onso na atache wanimu na ye pakia was a be ba best pakia kan bi be 10 o'clock, getting to bed 12. And can't meaning be pianka is na just na me kwams. Eh, papa kura we ni papa. Eti we dia me catch adofo any jam for say. Ye regulars Debra ade ato ni nua e da fam Cambodia. Ochina e na eyi no e beba so. Na de na chiri paye no nye ono ane pam. Inti
Davida.
Ye nyina ye
Akwame yamisha no pai. Yamisha.
Amen. Na when ye maba nchen a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama were calling for stakeholders consultation. Ba mitie aban narrative on the free senior high. About narrative, I must say, be moon. I'm say holistically about our educational system and not you say a free senior high no kwa. And come away, Sana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kano on the free senior high, and I face here holistically on the educational system. Yeah,
Yo, black kwame, nti the game that super. And penifone ya omoka omasem. Almost vindication lies in the womb of time. Vindication lies in the womb of time.
And I am me turn on me cause tomorrow is pregnant.
Tomorrow indeed is pregnant. Now only me crew for cry the omo can say so for a be a thing crying ya the obit me work now.
Debbie.
Yes, you can climb the tallest tree, but you can't see tomorrow. And say your man penny another down Akufo Addo. After resisting all calls for a broader consultation on free SHS, now or say an idea, they have a broader consultation involving stakeholders to and all share their online kaya no cradia or start the big crowd to also say the areas that should be considered in this consultative process should include issues of the other issues of funding. But what are they? The issues of funding and the unauthorized now so come and say we are going to look
no prime meeting a present voice on other network be our say. Say ade a wo see we holistically free. Why do you segregate it?
Good. Into Osha unauthorized and the casa say the conversation must be looking at funding, availability of money, assets and other ingredients that must work for the good of Ghanaians.
It's you.
And this has been the issue that we have raised. The issues of assets, the issues of other ingredients, the issues of availability of money, the issues of funding. And then in some way, look, and you said, I have always maintained that, see, the reality, you can't hide it. You can't. You can't. Look, Osha, and there, yesterday, National Health Insurance, okay, now a district mutual insurance program. What it means is that if I said you insurance cover in Kenya, I wouldn't use it. It was not national in the true sense of the word. And kakran na upon the review, and then they are integrating a national. And in there, our card now we took coin. It could be beer. Omunya do details system no more. Omu to me who you are. Now, maybe I will be always near access health insurance. That is what Asumpa maybe as a dana maybe my say Yako Yabenano to say a month in Asia says Yenfa Yenfa time pride ego and fan chain. Now you share the future of our children and children. So finally, because in the lead up to the 2020 election, and there are 8 chiefs on the money Mahama can the issue about reviewing the free SHS. You and more or more MPP. And the Namu says Tankruma so now in the attempt the Mekai Nanado Danko Gupado, one of the rallies at Kumasi Sports Stadium. Also, I believe that someone said me free SHS. Now, review no, Emma so net, Emma so it's not. Will not review the free SHS today, will not review it tomorrow. Those were his words. But, and then, you bet that providence. I said, woman knew the realities. And Brother Kwame, what are the realities? And like I've always maintained, free SHS is supposed to help the poor. Free SHS is supposed to help the poor parents, persons from poor backgrounds who must get education. Because no question, I mean, Brother Kwame, me say, if not for education, I won't be where I am. So I am a product of education. What I say? Now, what you do, and then they say, wait me, I check in the background. No, I can show. Said you, Onunya for or say, I'm a despite. Never from Ebia, GS, almost started by 4-2 years. No more private school. Ebia would pay $2,000 every term. Into within a year, they will pay $6,000. What private school into police upon say, we actually na Prez students or more old student association, only on global president. Into yeah, papa, Emma, every also, never boy, or person uncle Prez. By reason of Ejuma power, I am a Prez crano. School no be crabit me aka so come go there bra because so apa ene ye ka say ye pe we are on the boy ye see basketball court on the boy ye we on the boy if you person no oba embra school no aba then e do so be to school fees aba so Dr. Sapo mentia ye betia ma
Are you one of the proponents of the policy no so say ye nyina yen tax it the here no tua tax can tua tax it is here dia ye tua mo bia
Bankwame, the concept of social intervention in you is for the quote unquote the society to intervene to bridge the gap to create an equitable society. It is not to use taxpayers' money to subsidize the life of the rich. That has never been the concept of social intervention. Never. That is not. Social intervention is fair. Ama kwejo endibi. Intino abain intervene mama. That is the concept. But what we say, no, another damn quick Addo, because of Febio, now of votes, any can want to know. Only to the year so be to create a conversation, to create a certain messianic way. What we say, Nanado, ocean the politics are. They always wanted this messianic way around him, like a court figure. Like only the Messiah, no. The second coming of Christ, I actually know. Only ahead of Christ. You know, only the ad hoc. Said, where the man does not so. That I mean. A critical policy like free SHS. We are very senior journalists. One with a policy document on it, sir.
We want any blueprint of it there.
Oh, Black Army. A major policy like education.
But it's imprinted in our minds as to what is contained in it.
Black Army, so. I'm here even.
Expressly.
When my dear here, Europeans almost developed the concept of constitution.
No.
When my dear friend in the Bill of Rights, it's over 800 years.
Yes. And I make I say a Confucius, ni book Constitution. Ekra no wo quotes the wokan and wasem wom. In the 15th centuries, I think, yeah.
And you know the reason why they did that was that the king of England, Oyemeka, one particular king here, very, very nice. But that kind you may have one day the king of the Bansono, Oyemeka, Omfanipa Nyeshi. Now, if you have such a situation, now a man you are obey your job.
What you me twa mu kra ye wo baby behind one parliament Westminster na chi one for the dungeon na the dungeon na the London Eye no one sa de na okofuru na ewuruli no na mirror the dungeon no wo so ma ye statue at se obi aye kunu ni ade ade e na wo de ade bi abɔ hɔ e kire kane no niema a wo ya na yekun wo na niema no bi koya kokan se wonim na bi a usunsuo na Queen's Palace won Buckingham no enu wo kro hwe nsuo gu atete bire no mbekum na oh
that was how serious it was. And so to avoid it, whether the king is wise or not, only the a major policy like education, providing free secondary education, at the Mayan words, you need any major policy document on it. No. I say, will be penal in oil. How can you do that? Well, globally, do you know the influence of parent-teacher associations in secondary education? The role of alumni in secondary education globally? Huge. But parent-teacher association and painful, almost look as on my even headmasters of various secondary schools. Almost also on my casa. Sometimes, one headmaster be after on the quiet. We say, oh, well, this Naka ABC Yamayan. Monka Mayan. Because me ko carpet, you may transfer me. I said, Master Naba, GES office. Minimum me could be no kasa. It's what? You the fear that the share. Secondary school has no. So you can't talk about whatever is happening in your
but dear be a shasian say yana is bedeviled with these things. It is a one found and see from one where the naysayers no ebeyama adiana grega.
It's not an issue of naysayers. But I mean, education is not a new thing in this country. We've gone through different phases of educational reforms in this country. And there are serious blueprints in this country. And you know, it is not like, they can see away there, like every new thing to have its own challenges. It's true. But I mean, sabi. So we'll be there to me so. Oh yeah, then also at the end of the open access. So we said the numbers will increase. And
sure.
Is it Luke chapter 24 verses where okay say why not obeshe bibia on nasi insusu but say why not obeshe bibia sia said you on nasi no susu say ade ya ameba bege ebe ko su bi ebe mi say o say badwin ba bia where the Bible and Yaman. But Jim Labia, why an agent of a baby piano? Or but nothing. No, it's a no, A, B, C, D, and so I. It's no crack any mean you doom and so on. You know, you said that. Look, National Health Insurance, and I always want to use that example. Right from the beginning of National Health Insurance, in a year 2.25 value added tax. Yes, is to go into the funding of health. Into to be 2.25 piano, I go into value into National Health Insurance, the every National Health Insurance levy. It will be levy. It goes into the provision of health or providing health insurance. Look at the thinking. Can you tell me as a senior journalist the funding source for free SHS? Maybe so. What is the funding source for free SHS? It is what the finance minister decides that works. It's in there. Under the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, a certain provision of money there, the baby near the year free SHS. It's the no pen or no pen in oil. Sometimes the more dear, no more than another for 2 years can on near the oil. The whole process is so way. Meanwhile, look at National Health Insurance. So, the National Health Insurance Act, say, the finance minister, GRA, almost 2.25, within 30 days, they should transfer that money to the National Health Insurance Authority. Then, the authority will go to Parliament for Parliament to approve the formula for disbursement. Visionary leadership. Yes, there have been arrears, but at least the law had provided how it should be done. SHS, a major social intervention program like this, no such thing. So I am happy. I am excited that finally, Oman Penny is coming home. So we should have a broader conversation about the program. And Mr. Akufo Addo mentioned,
clear broader consultation one the founding
yes, also funding, access, and other ingredients of the program.
Okay.
That's what I said. Okay, funding, and also you do another way, availability of funding.
Now, sir, funding and yet available. Not just any between
Daddy, and another can say, you see, most of these things is about engineering. It's about engineering. Which me I can say, when you say between you and I, let me tell you something today. When you say I'm buying a car right from the beginning, say, I'm buying the buyer. When you say I'm buying a car, say, 0.5% for free SHS. When you say we are opposing, would have been difficult for anybody to oppose it. But immediately I buy car say, oh, you pay lazy, and then a very cool grow, and then you basic crime, and then you very youth start, and then you very agree, and then you very agree. Then people started resisting it. But if right from the beginning the communication was simple, in order to sustain free education, we need 0.5 on every mobile transaction for the purposes of funding solely free education. Oh,
no one will do. Even 1%. 1%. Yeah.
No, 1% is not also. What you're casting 0.5. Dedicated with the mrapa. What you say? Free Secondary School Education Act. Funding source. 1.8 this. But you know, only just they don't listen. Look, the biggest problem of this Akufo Addo administration is even within MPP, even within MPP. Why? We all have friends within MPP. This thing, they don't even consult within MPP. Look, there are some 3 gentlemen. Some women decide, yeah, no matter from Anthony.
okayfm
3 gentlemen, maybe some 4. Omunya decide.
Yes, be a beatism.
Anya decide. Omu decide, yeah. No matter from Anthony say, Omampini when you decide you, yeah. No. My friend, and I know Mr. Omampini, this is what we think will be done. That's all. Only the cabinet. Even ministers, at the end of the chance, you have paid ministers saying, so this is what we want to do under your ministry. We have discussions with people. What you say? Because sometimes when your money be bad, we reach out to our friends that this thing that you want to do, are you sure? Because this thing, it doesn't even represent ideologically what MPP stands for. Where is this thing coming from? You know, as usual, the usual suspects, they have done it and they say we should ensure it is done. So I'm on radio, I'm on TV to come and discuss it with you. I don't even know what it is. Now, and the almost MPP communicators, almost TV radio, so I can't be no more. We make mistake of a track again. Because communication is and what they are saying, because they are not even part of the discussion. They are not even part of the discussion. And that is what has brought the level of arrogance, lack of broader consultation. I mean, I do and then even though this administration is the most resourced since 1992. In 5 years, getting to 6 years, it's over 500 billion Ghana cedis. Well, when we say John Mahama, John Mahama, yes, the Misata, 8 years, loans, taxes, grants, 247 billion. In 8 years, within 6 years, Abaya over 500 billion Ghana cedis. The same government saw you broke. Abaya, the perfect description is the prodigal son. More money, more waste. And that is what we are contending with. You know, I am happy to say, and that is the amount of me. Wanyanda is some for like Nebuchadnezzar or Buffy. You bet Jimmy now was some. They should not delay. The uncle this border consultation. Maybe 80 on the money, I'm on person who if you more worry. My daughter has more worry. For me, I fresh CPP for any PNC for. What we want is a national stakeholders meeting, educational. Said Professor Diamonds and more HRC, Professor Kojoyan Kanum HRC, penny for almost part of our educational system from the 1960s, almost at the they are all Professor Kilasasoya Mina, MP4 Professor Professor Dominic Fobel. Professor Christopher Meyakum Phenomena, let's all sit down at the table. On the way and let there be a stakeholder conversation on free education. And at the end of the day, it is always good to consult. It is always good to have a listening ear. Black women. And where we've gotten to on higher education, look, if you want to destroy any nation, any kingdom, corrupt the educational system.
Okay.
Once you corrupt the educational system, the country will die naturally. It's just a matter of time. Immediately you corrupt the educational system, immediately you undermine the educational system, the country will die naturally. Because then the system will be producing patients who are not fit. It is one day, Oko hospital, nurse na obabeshe ono, wanya proper training into obeku. Doctor na obeshe ono, wanya proper training into obeku. That is how you'll be dying gradually. That is how it is done.
Lord, you better stand obey.
That's it. So,
okay, 101.7. Lawyer Godwin, Edgy Tamakloe, and I check on okay, 101.7.
OKFM 101.7.